Come on, you can do it. Switch over. It's not going to switch. Dang it. Well, let me go ahead and switch it manually then. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, everybody.
It was supposed to switch, but it didn't.
Is the chat supposed to be through the middle like that?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
put,
I thought.
yeah, usually I have it all over on the right side, but
Oh,
I
okay.
figure I'll just stick it in the middle there.
Cool.
A different
There's
design
Miss
for over
B.
here.
There's Miss B and Bubble Bibble
Yeah.
Bubble Bibble.
and Jennifer.
Yeah, I've got 15 people over on Bushcraft Family.
Watching this.
No, they're not watching. They're it's just telling them I'm live over on my other channel.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah, there's links and everything over there, so should be able to figure it out. We'll see. Let's see here. Um, yeah,
Let
let
me
me
know
go
if
ahead
you hear
and put it
gun
in
smoke
there.
in the background. I'll turn it down.
What in tarnation?
Mr. Dillon.
Oh, yeah, I was. Yeah, it shouldn't because I'm not going to play any videos or anything because it probably doesn't matter so much over here, but especially over at my other channel.
Well, I mean, if it's being a not in other words, if it's being a hindrance to the stream,
Well,
I'll
Don't
turn it.
worry, we're not going to do the thing you think we're going to do.
Watching it. What happened on the other channel? Hey, Carol.
um,
Bush is
I got
trolling.
in
He's
trouble for
trolling
playing a video that was copyrighted.
you.
I
Oh,
went to grab something to eat. As soon as I came back and clicked you back on, it showed you for like 2 seconds and bloop.
Yeah.
yeah, I noticed that too. I'm like, whoop.
Well, the reason I ended up getting in trouble was they warned me, and I'm like, I'm live for one thing. I'm not going to go to my email and keep checking my email to see if I'm getting warned. And by the time I seen that I did get warned, um, they had already blocked me. So I can still go live and stuff over there. I'm letting it rest.
Right.
And uh, they're going to try. They're going to crack down on the false reports that I've been getting over there.
Good.
They said at one point I had more reports than views.
Well, we all know where they come from.
Oh
So
Really?
yeah,
yeah.
and I'm not supposed to say anything, but it's
No.
this is their last chance, and it's not me. I have nothing to do with it. That's totally
Yep.
their whoever is the one that's doing all the reporting or all that
Mm-hmm.
stuff. They know who you are.
Yep.
Just because you're on a VPN that only has one trace to it, it's not very hard to trace somebody through a VPN that only has one VPN.
Yeah.
And two of the people actually have VPNs, but they're real simple. And you're trying to fool a corporation like Google. It's not going to happen. They didn't
It,
tell me who or anything, but
It's okay.
Yeah,
I like to think of it as it's a reckoning and it's coming.
yeah.
It's coming.
It's funny that when you go to report a channel for something, be it they're they come into your channel and say stuff, um, and you go there and they said something racist or something like that, whatever the case may be. But what they're saying is they go through each and every category and report for every category.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, man, I wish I had all
Well,
that time to go and.
do they at least tell you? I mean, I know they can report you for anything, but did they at least tell you what they would penalize you for? Like what specific thing, video or?
Well, they did, because I did get reported for something else, but they did say, "Oh, you're playing the video that is on the top no list at the time for YouTube." And the company who owns that, the one I was playing, they they have it to where if you play it, you get blocked from multiple countries and all kinds of stuff. And that's what happened.
Hmm.
And I did get a warning for it, but it is what it is. I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah.
I just got to be careful, all that stuff. But oh, I just realized I didn't even have my camera on. uh, Hope everybody's having a good day. I wanted to do something real quick and see what you guys thought of this. Now, I don't know how it's going to work or anything, or if it works or not, but um, go ahead and do the poll. Um, do you like chat being on the screen? Um, hashtag hashtag one for yes, and hashtag two for no, and
I like it.
see what it does. I just noticed that the screen stopped moving. That's weird.
The chat screen?
No, the background,
Oh,
it was moving. Oh, it's actually working.
oh.
Huh. I didn't know. I didn't think it was going to work, but hey,
Yeah, you got a lot of fishies running behind you.
yeah, that's bait fish.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't tell you the percentage or anything, but you can pretty much tell.
Well, I'm voting yes. I don't know what percent that is.
Then I can just shut that off like right there like that. Being it's on another channel, I had to go and reset everything up over here.
Oh.
Um, but what sucks is you have to have the chat.
Especially for like people think about like some people that's watching you on their TV that don't ever chat. Now they can see what people in chat's talking about, because
Yeah,
especially if you watch a replay, somebody may say something in chat and you'll be like, yeah, so and so. And they'll be like, well, dang, what did so and so say? Even though you did answer the question, sometimes, knowing what the question was is helpful.
yeah, and that,
Mhm.
also like if you're watching it on a phone, um, you can just do full screen
Yeah,
Right.
that too. Yeah.
unless you're going to actually type stuff like whatnot.
Well, I'm on a I'm using my laptop and my phone. So if I need to write something in chat, I do it with my phone.
Yeah, there's still some stuff like everybody. Um, I can't see it on a phone. You can't see the chat in the middle of the screen on your
Oh yeah,
phone,
Huh.
or you
sure.
mean chat?
No, the same chat in the middle of the laptop screen is the same chat I see on my phone.
No, I was talking to
Oh, oh,
B.
I'm sorry. She's probably only using her phone though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was surprised because a lot of times I'll look at my analytics and it'll tell me that because it used to be on YouTube, uh, the majority of people who watched was on a computer.
Right.
Now it's on a cell phone and TV.
Well, I'm wearing cheaters, so no matter what I'm watching it on, it's got to be with cheaters. So, Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to go for a eye test.
But one thing, since we're going to talk about fishing and outdoors and stuff, um, I kind of got somewhat invited for next
Oh,
year to a. It's like a depression era um, camp. You go out and you have all the stuff from that that time period, or stuff that would have been used during that time. Like if you got an axe or hatchet, um, and if it has a wooden handle, that's you're good to go. You're allowed to bring that. But if it has a fiberglass or something like
right.
Plastic.
that,
Yeah.
they wouldn't have had that back then. So
Mhm.
um,
Kind of like a throwback trip, right?
yeah, and they go out, and Dave Canterbury is host. He hosted one this year, and he'll be hosting another one next year.
That name
Uh,
sounds familiar.
what was that show?
Dave Canterbury. I've
Dual
definitely heard it.
Survivor or Dual Survivalist or
You're a
something like that.
survivalist.
I've
Yeah.
definitely heard that name before. Yeah. How long does that last? The course you're talking about taking.
Well, it's not a course. It's um, I believe it's a invite type thing,
Ah, okay.
and since they have two channels that kind of have bushcraft in it,
Yeah, that'd be fun
Right.
there.
There is a lot.
yeah, they go out and you just you got to make sure you have hunting license and stuff. The only thing is, I don't have that much old stuff because I got like all my stuff in my bug out bag. Um, to me, I could go out and use that stuff, but they want to. I mean, these guys dress in everything in the old ways, the old wool coats and stuff like that, and um, I mean, they have jeans on and stuff like that because there were Levi's back in them days. Um,
Yeah, that would be tough on certain things if you're taking it to that period all the way.
yeah. So I mean, I got you know a year to try to come up with stuff. Um,
Hmm.
and I was sitting there, I, the Etsy thing. I'll go ahead and and play that. Oh, there's people over there talking on the other channel. Let me see here.
They're talking on your other channel.
Yeah, they're in chat.
Where is he? Where is he?
They're
Hey, B,
probably
go over
thinking,
to
Wow, this is a
B,
long intro.
ask B to go over to your other channel and bring them over.
Well, it pops up saying where I'm at, so they're probably just coming in, not paying attention right away.
Could
Um,
be.
where's it at? Okay, let's make that one bigger. Now, I was sitting there looking at this and
It's interesting.
looking
What
at
is
some
the
of the
what does
prices
the
and stuff.
top right picture got to do with 1930s camping?
I don't know. Um, I guess you have to make a dress for, but that's not.
Oh, I'm going to pass on that
That's a
trip.
girdle, isn't it?
Man, that thing's expensive. $100 and something dollars.
It
Yeah.
looks like, well, it's definitely a wire mesh
Yeah, I'm not prepping for that.
frame.
All right.
No,
Anyway,
mm-mm.
Now I have pocket knives that are that old.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
my granddad's
I've got
great grand.
the Boy Scout
Mm-hmm.
fork and knife thing.
Pork. Yeah.
I've got the little mess kits, but I wouldn't want to have to cook on one of those. But um, Dave Canterbury's shop, he has a um, um, carbon steel. It's some kind of carbon steel that is the same as that they made back in them times. Um, and I'll probably get one of those because I mean, not too expensive, but it's lighter than carrying around a cast iron skillet,
Oh yeah, for sure.
and it's just as durable. And you don't have to season it. Um, I think it's a hardened. Uh, I'll have to look it up, but anyways, that'd be the skillet. But I would still need a few other things, but some of
Uh,
these things now look.
is it a list of things that they provide for you that you got to have, or is it just kind of bring your own stuff?
Well, what you would use to go camping. So,
Okay.
the bedroll. Um, there's what do they call it? A Louisiana bedroll, I think they called it, or Pennsylvania. Yeah, a Pennsylvania bedroll. I don't know if anybody's heard of that before.
Did a few Georgia bed rolls.
Yeah,
Yeah. I was thinking of the pecan log roll at Stuckey's.
There you go.
Remember?
but stuff like this would be good to get at yard sales, or I'll
Yeah.
keep looking at Goodwill and stuff like that, and kind of set it aside. Um,
You got any
some of these
places near
things,
you that sell like army surplus?
not no. There's
I
an
do.
antique place that I could probably get some stuff, but
I know sometimes places like that have like cooking gear and stuff.
uh,
It may not be from that era, but I mean, it's primitive as camping gear as you would need.
These
yeah,
old
here's one of these
Mexican.
skillets, but I'm not going to pay no
Man,
No,
$97.
yeah, we need to get
Uh,
in the skillet game.
who's used one of these things?
What is what is that?
is that a bed warmer? No.
Yep,
Really?
yep.
Bed warmer normally has a long handle on it, though.
Well,
Unless it does and I can't see it.
yeah,
Well,
there
that's
it has the hand. There's the handle right up here, but it
No,
doesn't.
I mean
These
like
are
a
ones that
flagpole handle.
you used a hook and picked it up.
Oh, okay.
um, what else we got here? Man, look at that old.
Oh,
yeah.
there's
I
my
was looking at that.
third
Man,
one over.
imagine when that was state of the art.
Yeah, and there's the cookware.
Yeah,
That doesn't look that old though. That
Yeah,
might be in
that cast
'70s
iron.
or '80s.
I got something similar to that, but I don't. It looks like mine would be smaller, but I can't tell how big that one really is.
Um, now this would kind of work, like a World War II sleeping bag.
Yeah,
That would kind
Yeah.
of work. Um, World War II
That looks
cooking pail.
was going to say it looks like a big lobster pot we used to use. We boiled them.
And I would love to have that right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's neat.
Those are nice knives. Those are ones. Well, I guess I should here. Let me go back to the first page here. Oh, see, I've got one of those.
Yeah.
It's not a Girl Scout one though. Here we go.
Get you a. I'm sure you got lanterns.
Not the old ones. Mine are rechargeable, so that probably wouldn't work too good. Oh yeah, if you're out in the out on a campsite, yeah, you use rocks to keep you warm, but they didn't they didn't need none of that. They um, yeah, if you guys go over to Dave Canterbury's channel, you'll he's doing a series on the stuff that he used and whatnot. And what's cool is um, people will trade things.
Yeah.
Hey, 101, how's it going?
If it's something you can't get a hold of that's specific, let me know, man. We got places in my area that sell all type of stuff like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the the thing would be is now I could probably well actually you know what uh now that I sit there and think about it, Camel Carl probably has
Oh yeah, he could point you in a
the
direction if he don't got it.
the tarp, the old waxed canvas
Oh
tarps they
yeah.
used to have. Yeah. Um, but who remembers this? This what used to be a toaster
That's a
back in the
toast.
day.
That's a toaster.
Yeah, you just
Huh?
slice
You
your
could put
bread and put it up on there
what
on
would you
top of
have
a
in there?
wood
Wood
stove.
or something in there?
No, you
Wh-
you put it on top of a wood stove.
Okay, and
I
it
like
heats
how it
up.
says non-electric.
Huh. Check that out. You had to have toast back then.
Yeah, look at these skillets though. $100.
Hmm. I'm proud of the skillets.
Yeah. See now that this says it's vintage 20s. I don't know. It looks like, but I don't
Pro-
remember these having in chrome and stuff.
Probably a reproduction.
Yeah. And look at his old hunting knife for $200.
My
Yeah. It's,
granddad dealt with antiques a lot once he retired from the army, and he got in with these guys, and I mean, they had just warehouses and warehouses and stuff. It was all reproduction, but everything you could imagine.
Yeah. Like I said, and I could probably create the wood crates and stuff like that because I seen one that Dave had, and it he had a hinge on the old crate and everything that where he just set it on the side, and the lid come out or the lid, and he used it as a table. And I'm like, dang, that's a good idea. I could probably just build one of those, and it would still be the same because you know, it's made out of the same stuff and everything.
Oh yeah,
So, so that would work.
hmm.
Oh, you'd be back election night.
Yeah.
What if they don't have an election night though?
he'll
I'll
never be back.
be watching TV. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah,
the last one I really didn't watch, and then because I was like, oh, he's got it. And then the next day it was like, oh, Biden won. Huh? What are you talking about?
oh man,
Yeah.
To the back cave.
Yeah, and here let me show you this one here.
That'd be pretty
Um,
cool. You said what? Just a year away. You got a
yeah,
year to get ready.
yeah. I think they
Okay.
they done it the first week or two of squirrel season. So you
Okay.
go out and um, well, if you don't want to hunt, you don't have to, and that's the other thing. Um, I need to get me an older shotgun because I can't very much take out my uh,
I know.
modern day type weapons.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
You
and
ain't going
they
full
had
Rambo on them.
We just call it our friend. That's all.
they had um, some old 357s and from World War I and stuff, revolvers and stuff that they were carrying.
Yeah, but you don't want to shoot a squirrel with that. There'll be no
No,
more
no,
squirrels,
they just carried it
right?
because they were all decked in the they looked like they were from that time period.
Right. You could. Why don't you pick yourself up a single shot 22? That's perfect for squirrels.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't
Probably get one for $50 or
I don't
something.
know. I'll have to look at the the rules here. Me, uh, that'd be my thing because I always there was no waste of the meat because what
Right.
you used. Well,
Look,
see, that's the thing.
101 wants a single shot 20 gauge. Ain't gonna be no squirrel left. You might as well be eating mincemeat and lead.
Yeah, see that 410 is good enough for a squirrel.
That's even depends upon how close you are, but
Yeah,
I like a good iron sight single shot 22.
yeah. I was thinking about getting one of the old um, survival ones
Oh, okay.
where it breaks
Yeah.
down and you can put it together.
Yeah, but would that meet the criteria for the age
Well,
to be
they
going
did
there?
have some of those.
Did they?
Yeah,
Because I know Henry's made one for years with the screw-on barrel,
um,
but that
because
would clip our
pilots
magazine lid,
pilots used them or
right?
carried them, I should say. Who was that guy? Mail call. That dude from Mail Call.
Oh,
Um,
gunning?
yeah, he had a I don't know if it was World War I or World War II that they carried some of that stuff, and I
It's
yeah, and it was one of those that broke down and it was just in a little bag. Hey Chuck, how's it going? Good to see you.
Hey,
Here's
Chuck.
the other thing here I wanted to show. You guys probably can't see this because it's real small writing and everything. But I was sitting there looking at uh, these images here and see if it pops up. Does it show? Okay, good. Now this is the Pennsylvania camp roll that I was talking about, and this is how this thing was, and it'd have your pillow and stuff at one end, then your cover would be in here because they didn't really have the sleeping bag type thing. You can see it a little bit better over on this one here. The pillow up here, and then you would flop one side over, and then the other. That was the sleeping bag. But look at some of the prices of this stuff. That one up there, I would love to have. It comes with a bag and everything. A whopping $10.
uh,
Yeah, this one's a little bit more fancier. That was $12. Hot water bottle is $1.75. We go down through here and evaporated fruits and vegetables, and that's how they named it, evaporated instead of dehydrated. And here was George Washington coffee in powder or crystal form, and it made 25 cups of coffee for 30 cents.
Wow.
Whole milk powder, even back then they had whole milk powder. A 1 pound can, 45 cents. And the dehydro cream soups, that was interesting. Um, Zero beef cubes. They had some army bread. Um, this is all the camping type stuff too. And here's for just camping bags. They had a 15-inch, 36-inch. This thing was $20, and 11-pound one was $24.
Jeez.
Yeah, this one
Right.
just for a food bag, and these things are um, 9 inch by 9 inches. They weigh 2.2.5 ounces. A dozen of them cost $1.50.
Yeah.
And a carry all. And here's one of those crates that you can open up and then have the table below it and set it on its side, and it can be like a cabinet. But yeah, I thought those were pretty interesting things to look at, the old prices and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
find myself doing that a lot, maybe old
yeah.
stuff like that.
What's really weird is when you come across. I think it's 3 days. I think it's a weekend. You come in on Thursday or Friday, um, and that's all you do. You sit out there, and there's a couple days you go hunting, and if you if you do get something, you bring it back and you cook it up. And I haven't cooked squirrel in quite a while, but um, yeah, I got some good
Good,
roasted
it's good meat when
squirrel.
You got a good skinning knife and all that?
Oh yeah, I've got plenty of knives. I've probably got 30 sitting on this desk in different
make,
locations.
make
Here's
sure you
one.
bring that jumbo folding knife you got with you.
Yeah, that one's over here,
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a nice one.
bigger
watermelon splitter.
bigger than my screen.
Jeez.
I wouldn't can't carry it because the blade's
That won't fit in your pocket.
well. I've made videos. Went out there and used it for cutting a little string or something. Well, hold on, let me get my pocket knife out.
Right? Got to
Uh,
lean way over to one side.
uh,
By the end of the day, you're walking crooked because of the weight of the.
Yeah, I already walk crooked enough.
Oh, don't get me started there. I got to buy stock in Tylenol.
Oh, but yeah, I was sitting there looking at some of that stuff, and I'll go ahead and put which I kind of found. This is a long link. Hopefully it go. Is there a share? Yeah, let me share it. Find this.
I
Might be
don't
quick.
see a private
Copy
chat button.
link. Here, let me go ahead and post this. This is an actual online book of an old book that they don't sell anymore. Uh, the Complete Outdoorsman Handbook. And I was sitting there going through it and reading it a little bit. I don't want to put it on screen because I don't want to get in trouble.
When did
But
that come out? When was it originally published?
in the 70s, I believe. And I think it was a remake of an older one in the 1800s or earlier.
Hmm.
And that's the thing is, so, you know, you get these books like, of course, I got this for like $1, but um, there might not be anything in this whole book that I actually can learn from, but there may be a couple things in here that I actually say, hey, I might give that a try. Um, there are a lot of people say, well, you get this one book and it'll teach you everything you need to know, um, but it might not be for everybody. There may be certain things in one book that you can learn from that you won't learn from another.
I
And
think the
that's
biggest,
go
well, it
ahead.
might just be my opinion, but I think the biggest difference for most people as far as survival is winter. That's your biggest difference for most people, you know.
Oh yeah,
For a lot of people, getting snow, and then for a lot of other people, they don't believe in snow, you know.
yeah. And nowadays it's like, well, except for Eric down there, I'm not going to bring him into the conversation because he had like 3 months of 90-degree weather. But up here, we're not supposed to have that hot stuff like that for weeks and weeks and weeks, or I could say months. Um, and if you were camping like that or trying to do that, that that could be really hard. I mean, um, there's people I know that came to Ohio to do fishing tournaments, kayak fishing tournaments, and a lot of them didn't do it because they couldn't get into the water. The boat ramps only went out so far, and then it was um, rocks and mud or whatever, and they couldn't get out to the water because the water went down 30, 40 feet over this year, and they're still that way. To where you can't back a boat in there because the boat ramp only goes so far.
Yeah, I've
And
seen that being documented in a lot of places.
yeah, and they're having to learn different areas that they used to go get fish. That it's You can walk on that section.
Hmm.
uh, there's no water there anymore. Where you see, where logs and stuff are trees that have been under the water for years and years are standing up where they used to fish around those logs. They're out of the water now.
And this is just drought related, or
Yeah, we did because we didn't have any um, that much rain this year at all. We're still on a no burn,
below
I
normal?
do believe.
Yeah.
Same here.
Well, we're way above normal.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, even
Even before the storms, we were getting hammered by those.
yeah, y'all got
Just
all the rain. You didn't even send none to Georgia, man. I don't appreciate it.
You got to talk to Harp
Could
about
at least
that.
send some mists, some heavy misting.
I missed.
Yeah, I'd have been happy with that.
I can send you some Canadian mist, but that's.
Nah, it just doesn't do the same thing. But yeah, the only rain we got here where I'm at was from hurricanes. That was it. Nothing in between. It was one extreme to the other.
Yeah. Well, like today, uh, 88 degrees. And
well,
all next week.
I think
All
we got
next
it
week.
82.
88 degrees for a high. It's crazy.
82 today. I think we got to. Like right now, it's 67.
I think we got up to 84 here. Not too bad.
Yeah, it's gonna be cooler tomorrow. Is 76. Uh, then we're gonna get a couple cold days Friday and Saturday, which will drop down in the 30s. But then it goes back up again.
Hmm.
Yes. I know it
Oh
takes
yeah,
a long time for those trees and stuff to worry about, but I mean to dry out. But I worry about all this stuff, this wood and stuff, and it's all this stuff that's just sitting around, and we
yeah,
ain't got no rain. But yeah, it's the same thing here. You're not technically supposed to burn. Heck, I got some stuff I want to burn, but I mean I could do it if I wanted to, but still, I ain't gonna do it until I get another good rain, just to be safe.
Yeah.
yeah. And that's and I was wanting to, since we did have a couple frosts, less chance I'd get ate up by ticks because ticks are real bad this year up in this area.
Yeah,
So
We've got
dry.
warnings not to go in the woods. That's how bad they are here. But I'm wanting to go out and do the nature thing and do some hiking and stuff. But um, I can't go out and start a fire or anything because as soon as somebody sees smoke, they're going to freak out.
yeah.
Plus, you don't want to be known as that guy that started that fire.
Well,
you
I, I
know.
I would clear the area
No, I
around
know.
and everything.
There's always a risk of
Yeah,
a flying amber or something.
yeah.
Right, it was snowing the other day in was it Wyoming or no? It was Oregon. Mount Hood.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Could
Yeah.
be some weird stuff up there in the Oregon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hmm.
So here I'm looking forward to getting in some November fishing, but not with
Yeah,
that weather. Mm-mm. Nope.
it, I was thinking about it today, but it was windy as heck, and I don't want to go out the first day and be all windy.
Right.
And
You just
I
be
still
fighting.
have to get some work done on it.
Been
Wow.
pretty
6.1.
been pretty windy here lately.
The
Yeah, I
only
seen
thing
that.
here is our mayor. That's about it.
Yeah, I heard that about the earthquake off the coast up there. Don't know if they got any damage or what happened behind that.
Yeah, you got to worry about them tsunamis
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
when those earthquakes in the water are.
Never experienced earthquakes. I mean, I couldn't imagine what a 6.1 would feel like. Probably feels like the whole ground's about to fall out from underneath you.
It's a weird feeling.
Very.
Yeah,
It's like
I was
you're.
in what was it, 89? The
Oh. San
The
Fran.
Oakland one,
Yeah,
Oakland. Yeah,
Oakland, San Fran. Yeah.
that one was because I was selling hot dogs and stuff. Um, well, I was selling drinks too,
That's
but
what I was thinking, like standing on a trampoline or something like that.
yeah,
Or
Ooh,
Jello.
yeah, that would be weird. That would be a weird feeling, man.
and it wasn't so much. Um, there's I guess you would say there's different types of people. There's people that will knock a little baby down to get running so they can be safe, and there's the person that will hold somebody up, and then there's the person that just they're in I wouldn't like a deer in headlight thing.
That'd probably be me for the first 5 seconds
Yeah.
because I never experienced it. I'm like, what is going on here?
Yeah, I
Is this
had
graboids?
felt the small ones being in California before. Um, it was just like I don't know. I guess it's something like the first one freaks you out a little bit. Like, what the heck is that?
Yeah, that would be me. I'd be that guy.
Because you don't think earthquake. You think that something an asteroid or something fell down and shook
It's
everything
not
up.
funny, but yeah, that would be me.
Or it's Kim Jong Un or something.
A building fell over or
You
something.
called me crazy. Now it's happening. Look.
I'm Rocket Man and I'm here to stay.
Then
Sir,
you
calm
go
down. It's
outside,
just a 1.5.
and the majority of people are just like doing their normal thing, walking around.
Oh
Uh,
man,
Ground balance. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
I've
You
had
can
that
hear that
experience, so I know what
breathe.
you mean. Yeah, you feel it in the whole trailer. Yeah.
Wake up the neighborhood with one of them.
Oh,
Yeah, when you try to wash your tennis shoes.
Or dry
oh,
them.
yeah. Oh man, whose idea was it to do laundry in the middle of the night? I'm trying to sleep here. Oh,
Uh,
yeah, that
yeah, I
would be.
seen.
I like when the Karens go off in the airplanes and the Kens when they go off
Oh,
in the aisles. You know, especially the ones that are already in flight. It's just like 2 seconds or 20 seconds of somebody like that, and you just need to
oh yeah.
somebody somebody needs to get a hold of the situation.
Especially when they was it Final Destination? Yeah,
Yeah,
that was on the movie that was played on the airplane.
right.
Yeah,
What were
yeah,
you thinking in this?
yeah.
Or
Because it's the
that one,
first one, the one where the airplane blows up and everything.
right? Or that one woman that stood up and she's pointing back at the guy. He's not real. I don't care what you say. Remember that one?
Yeah,
She got her spotlight, and now she's I don't know what she is actually, but
she's got a podcast.
does
Yeah,
she?
No, I'm just joking. You know, it
I
happens. You know.
I wouldn't doubt it.
yeah, Phil. I'm just pointing everybody over here from my other one. It's kind of a test thing. See how it runs and everything. It's just a loop video over on the other channel.
Been watching all the old Halloween movies. I
Yeah,
Oh
watched,
yeah,
they're running a Halloween marathon now.
I watched the first Halloween
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah,
one and two,
yeah.
one and two, and then the rest. That's nah.
Third one sucked because it wasn't
But
even.
that was not even about
You know,
Michael Myers.
Yeah.
I think that the first original one. They filmed that entire movie in less than a month. I think it was like 21 or 22 days,
Oh, they
and
they
just
they pump they pump movies out back in the day, especially the westerns back in the 50s
and
and
it's just
60s.
crazy. I mean, you would hope that you make a movie and it's a good movie and people like it, but you could never imagine that it would be as big as it is now.
Yeah. If you look
Somebody,
close enough in the original Halloween, you can see palm trees. You know it's supposed to be in Illinois. Yeah, you got to look close, but you can see palm
yeah,
trees.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Finding out things that's not supposed to be in the movies and stuff. You can
Right.
see like Gladiator had an airplane flying over.
yeah. I kind of enjoyed that stuff like
Yeah,
that. Yeah, once you notice it.
Yeah.
that was Marcus Aurelius Airlines.
Yeah, Caesar International.
Right.
They got the new Gladiator coming out. I don't know if it's any good or not.
That's with Denzel.
Yeah, I think he is in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing some type of a gladiator thing.
Yeah. I don't know how well it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna be as good as the first one.
Probably not, but he doesn't make bad movies, so I'm sure it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a point in every actor's age that the movies start going downhill because they want that money.
Yeah.
could be.
Um, who was that one? He played in Con Air.
Nicholas
Oh,
Cage.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage.
oh, he puts out a movie like every 6 months now. It seems like.
Exactly. He owes back taxes. He's
You know
got
what I
more.
mean? Like he's putting. I don't think nobody's put out more movies than him and Morgan Freeman.
Oh yeah,
Yes, he was. Yes, he
John
was.
Wayne's good.
Yeah.
I watched a video the other day about his kids. Um, the I think it was the second oldest one died, and the youngest one took over his thing for the
Escape.
cancer thing, and um, the the John Wayne Foundation or something like that, because he was real big in trying to you know getting donations and everything for
Sure.
cancer and stuff, and the kids kept up with that. And I didn't know because I thought only thought the one of his one kid was an actor, and uh, his granddaughter, I think it's just a granddaughter. I don't know if it's great granddaughter, but she's real big in country music. I can't
Yeah.
remember what her name is right off, but um, she's real big in country music.
A lot
Three
of a
girls,
lot of stars do a lot of good like that, and you never hear about them
yeah,
doing it. Like well, he's gone now, but James Gandolfini, who played Tony Soprano,
oh
um,
yeah,
he
Yeah,
did,
yeah,
and still does. His foundation does tremendous amount of work for the veterans.
yeah,
I mean, huge. And Gary Sinise, the actor, he does a lot for the veterans.
yeah. Wounded Warrior Foundation.
I mean, and a lot of the guys, they don't want the accolades and the recognition. They just, those are the ones who are true.
yeah.
That
They just promote it.
And that's the thing with you know everybody has their opinion about NFL and stuff. I know the NFL itself is you know,
Mhm.
but there are
We
some
know.
good players that do really
Yes,
good for
absolutely.
kids and all kinds of stuff.
Yep.
And I can't go and say, well, all people who play
Yeah.
football are bad.
Right. You
You know,
can't lump them in a ball like that.
yeah.
Uh,
You got to
Speaking
be
of
judged.
football, the Lions are looking real good.
Yep. Oh
Yeah.
boy,
They
that
beat
that
the
was.
Vikings. I'm glad they beat the Vikings.
Hey, how about them Cowboys?
Yeah. We got to have a moment of
Oh,
silence.
Moment of silence. Like
Hey,
say
even the
Jerry
Falcons are doing good this year, man. It's anything can happen, dude.
Jerry Jones is sitting all alone in the in
Man,
the stands
you know,
over there. Oh, shit.
we might actually win the division this year.
oh,
Well,
all I heard is about Chicago and what do they call them? The Redskins. What are the?
I still
man,
call them the Redskins, but they call them the Commanders.
Yeah,
yeah,
Commanders.
they're the
Yeah,
Washington Redskins, as far as I'm concerned.
yeah.
Yeah, they're like
Um,
6-2, I think. They're
Yep,
doing good.
well, that
that was a
one
hyped
dude,
up game because it
that
was the
one
Yep.
number
dude.
one and two pick quarterbacks going up against each other.
Did you see the last play of that game?
Yeah, that's what I was. That one guy was sitting there going out in the field like this. We're winning, out like this,
Yeah,
and he runs over there and
it was
bounces.
a hail
You
mary. It
don't
was a
do
hail
that.
mary pass.
You don't bounce the ball up in the air.
No, you never do that. You swat it down.
Yeah, if there's going to be another hail mary, he won't be on the field.
Oh, I promise you, yeah. They'll be
It's
chugging Gatorade.
most of the time like the offense that's you know doing the plays. They'll let their defensive backs become receivers,
Oh yeah,
and the receivers don't go out on the field. The offensive receivers,
yeah,
because the defensive back is so used to going up and grabbing these long bombs out of the air and pulling them away from people that they've got, which is. But that last play was incredible.
I do like their new kickoff though. It allows, you know what I mean?
oh yeah.
I I still can't get used to it.
The
I like
Lions
it. It
really
makes it
like.
more exciting and it kind of protects the player a little bit more, you know?
Yep.
Especially
The,
with these players now, they're so fast and so strong, dude. I mean, it kind of evens the game out, you know.
Mm.
yeah. Well, they had this. I was watching a video where they compared the 80s, 70s, and 80s football to now.
Oh
Totally different. The gridiron game.
Oh
yeah,
man,
you got Smash Mouth, and now you got flag football, right?
yeah. Now if you touch the quarterback after he throws the ball, then it's roughing the passer, and you
Oh, you
can't
Hmm.
can't even
even.
look at them hard.
There's only like a little square
You
that
can't.
you can
You
touch
can't eye
them.
them down. They'll say you're taunting.
Yeah,
It's too much.
and
Yeah,
and
those,
the pads and stuff were like junk back then compared to the way they are now.
yeah, those
Especially
guys that
like,
score a touchdown and go drink a beer and smoke a cigarette on the sidelines, you know, and do it again.
yeah, especially the diaper helmet they're wearing now. Looks like
Yeah.
they got a big old diaper on their head.
See, some players do it, some players don't.
Yeah,
Guess, you know, they give them the option, I guess.
Oh, you mean it's built into the helmet? You're talking about?
No, it's called
Oh, the do rag they put on first.
forget what it's technically called, like a camel helmet or something like that. It's that protective helmet that they wear over their helmet when they
yeah,
practice. You
yeah,
see
Right.
them a lot like in the practice things.
Yeah.
yeah,
And they passed some new rule where if the players wanted to wear it in the game, they could wear it. If they didn't want to, they didn't have to. But something like that makes me believe that eventually it'll probably be
um,
across the board at some point.
yeah. Especially if another movie comes out,
Oh yeah,
type of thing.
Mm. Mm.
I still watch it. Of course, I played football, so I mean,
Yeah,
sports is kind of always in me in a certain way.
yeah,
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, I know what's going on. It's not like I'm dumb and don't understand it. You know, but
yeah. Oh, I was gonna. I watched this one channel. and they get the, and I don't know what think they're stone crabs. I'm not sure, but they go out and catch these crabs, and they bust one of the
Yeah,
claws.
that's a stone crab.
Okay, and um, they were going by, and the sheriff and Secret Service um, buzzed up on them. They were riding along with them because they were close to Trump's house,
Oh boy.
because
Well,
that's where
I
they were.
guess nowadays, yeah.
Yeah, you could see them. You see their little boats speed up real quick and run with them.
Right. I heard. And the only reason why I watched is because he interviewed him, because I don't particularly care for him. But Hannity interviewed the boss man the other day. He said, "Well, see, I got to be careful now." He said there's certain people from certain countries that are in a certain um, what do you want to call it? SQUADE. Um, you know, waiting for their orders and this and that on to do certain things to certain people. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
That kind of blew me away. So it's uh, it's scary times.
You
I
know
just
what?
hope. What?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, I'm just saying it's
I
you
was just
know.
thinking of scary times. You know what? You know what? Pretty much everybody that had a radio was doing tonight in 1938. They were sitting by the radio listening to Orson Welles' War of the Worlds.
They
Halloween
were all
Eve, and they were listening to Orson Welles' War of the Worlds. Imagine the next day the buzz. All you had was a
Yeah.
radio and word of mouth.
yeah, and then you had a lot of people that committed suicide that night because they thought it was true.
Oh yeah.
Yep, jumping off buildings and such.
They used to have, you go to a movie theater and they used to have things that would shock you and shake your seat.
Oh yeah,
And I was
yep,
like, that would be cool. And they said no, they got banned. They got banned like a couple years afterwards because there were people having heart attacks and running out and screaming and stuff.
right. Or the 3D movies where you'd have to put on your glasses and
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I did that one
watch
time.
the arrow coming at you from Friday the 13th.
Uh, when they had the Final Destination 3D, I went and saw that one. Oh man, that was trippy.
Yeah. Yeah, but you sit there. I don't know if that was in 3D or not. There was a it was probably 70s or early 80s. It was a scary movie. I think it was Friday the 13th.
With the William Brothers scary
Yeah,
movie.
Friday the
Yeah.
13th in 3D. Um, he would
Oh,
take his machete or whatever.
right. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I was talking about before with the bow with the arrow.
yeah.
Was it in that movie?
The fishing spear, wasn't it, or a fishing thingy?
Well, there was
I think
an arrow
so.
in. Yep.
Or no, that one was
There's,
Jaws.
there was always an archery range at Camp Crystal Lake, no matter what movie.
Yeah,
Man, just imagine
So
the places that are named Camp Crystal Lake. There's some places
oh
somewhere that's got to be named that.
yeah. There's one
you can
here in
visit that
Ohio.
place. You can
Really?
visit that the
Yeah,
original Camp Crystal Lake. Well, they called it Camp Blood back then, but
yeah.
yeah,
That's in
they
New
do
York,
tours
isn't
now.
it?
Yep, they do tours now.
Yeah.
I
You
think they
get
said the largest
20.
haunted house in the world is in Dayton, Ohio.
The largest? Huh.
That's what they said. I was looking up stuff the other day, and it said Dayton, Ohio had the world's largest haunted house.
I wonder if that's bigger than the Winchester mansion. That thing's haunted.
Yeah, that thing is huge.
That was a good movie, Winchester.
Yeah,
Because it was, I forget. Oh, Helen Mirren played Mrs. Winchester. She kept
If I've
she
seen
kept
that one.
putting on different, rooms and additions, and
yeah,
that place was always under construction somewhere.
yeah. Because there's always a new ghost.
Yep.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, we got one of those places. What is it? The Spirit Halloween stores that kind of pop up whenever Halloween's around.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
So
We
man,
got
they
one
will go up
down.
and set up a whole store literally overnight. It won't be there the next day. It's a whole store there.
yeah. What was? Oh, dang it! I can't remember the name of that store now. It used to be real popular in the malls.
Uh,
Spencer's.
Yeah, Spencer's. Yeah, that was.
yeah,
They they used to have some really good Halloween stuff
Yeah.
during Halloween.
That all, they had the bobbleheads, and then they had the adult section, and they had
Yeah,
this that section,
adult novelties.
right?
I haven't seen a ton, but the houses that I've seen is decorated. Man, these folks went all out. I mean, they've got
Oh yeah.
stuff, figurine,
Yeah.
interactive 25-foot tall werewolves and stuff. I'm like, man, where's this? Where do y'all even put this stuff when it's over? Where did this come from?
Yeah,
Who takes this down?
yeah. And I watched a video today. Somebody was they got packages and the were on their porch, and the lady comes up there in a assuming it's a teddy bear or a dog outfit, and saying, "Now you already have one blow up Halloween decoration in your yard. The HOA says you're only allowed one, and I know what this is because this comes from Walmart, and you're gonna put." And she was complaining about it because it was on her porch and wasn't even up yet. And
Wow.
the ring doorbell thing.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
I'm like, well,
Yeah.
I don't understand why people you know, in the 80s, nobody ran over somebody's house and complained about something in their yard. As long as it doesn't bother go into their yard or something, they're fine. They don't
yeah.
bother. They don't care.
Either the lights on or the lights off. That was it.
Yeah, I was sitting there reading some of the stuff on here. It's talking about like poison oak and stay away from these things and how to deal with it. In that book, I posted a link. They have poison ivy, poison sumac, and uh, stinging nettles, and all kinds of stuff.
Mm.
Tells you how to deal with it and whatnot. And
Yeah, that's definitely good to know. You might run up in a patch of a little bit of everything at one time before you know it.
oh yeah, stinging nettles. So you can eat that. That's actually you can use the whole plant. Um, and if usually if you get some of that stinging needle uh, on you, there's what I called it because that's what my grandpa called it was waterweed, but it's actually jewelweed, and that you just you break open the stem and rub it on your wherever you're itching, and you won't itch no more.
Right.
Huh.
It's amazing how they grow in the same spot. So if you see um, stinging nettle, which my grandma
Yeah,
called it itchweed, said anytime you see that itchweed, right next to it will be waterweed.
Hmm.
it's interesting how nature works out like that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, let me see anybody on tonight. I don't see anybody.
What's today? Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mischief night.
Mischief night.
Man, we
What was I doing 15 years or wait, I got to do the math. Jeez. My
15
God.
years ago.
No, no. Oh, it's a lot more than that. Jeez.
15 years ago, I was 21. So
15 years ago, I wasn't.
Yeah, right. I'm not even going there.
just
15
got,
years ago, I felt good.
I just got back from Las Vegas.
Hey, let's see. Maybe, maybe
That's been a long,
Oh man,
I've seen
that's
that
one
long
place
ago.
I miss. If
what's
I had
that?
to live in a city, it would
Oh,
probably be Las Vegas.
they got too many vampires down there.
Well, it's just it's if you know how you can live there real cheaply. Rent and everything's expensive, but there's ways around that too. You can buy you a camper trailer, and they have campgrounds there that um, you can stay the whole year for like very cheap price, especially in the winter. The,
Yeah.
you'll get 6 months for like $100 or something like that,
Mm.
and you get electricity, and you can go and take a shower in the showers and all that stuff. And eating, you know, they want people to go in those casinos, so
Well,
you can
there's
get
your problem right there. At least, or my problem. It's
oh
casinos.
yeah. Well, that's the thing though is I don't even know they. Hopefully, they still have um,
Comps.
um, nickel slots. They might not
Uh,
even have it anymore, but
It's
yeah.
probably all, well, they might have some. It's probably mostly digital. Like you get a card from there and it just goes on the card.
yeah, I wouldn't doubt it because I would just get a roll of $2 worth of nickels and set the poker slot and just put one in at a time, and because you would get free drinks.
Yeah. Yeah. You could
Yeah.
sit there all day and get free drinks.
Yep.
Yeah, you can just play bare minimum. Yeah.
Or sit at the Keno area. You get free drinks sitting there, and they usually have football games and stuff going on while you're
Mhm.
watching the Keno, and it's like 15-20 minutes every round of Keno.
Yeah. There's some people spend their whole lives in a place like that.
Yeah, and um, and this was back then. I played, uh, and the only problem I had is if I won a big amount, I didn't get to keep it because I wasn't 21.
Yeah. My biggest downfall was craps and blackjack. That was, but that was years ago.
Remember,
It was.
I ain't never really won big. I know it's been a couple years ago. We got a local pool place called the Rack and Grill. There's three of them now, but the original one, they have a 9 ball tournament every first Saturday of the month. And I wasn't playing in the tournament. I was just up there watching. And this dude Ronnie, He comes in there and he places some type of bet with the 10 numbers, however you do it, the bullseye, the multiplier, and it hit perfectly. And he won 3,500, 10 times the multiplier. He won 35,000,
Ooh,
Wow.
and he about came unglued. And I say, dang, it couldn't happen to the biggest jerk in here.
I I won on a dollar slot, and it wasn't even my dollar. Seen it in the bottom of the tray. Put it in, won the $20,000 jackpot,
Mm.
Nice.
but I was only 16, so nope, didn't get any of it. I said, at least can I have my dollar back?
Right.
Dang,
No.
20,000 at that age, you would have felt like a millionaire.
Oh yeah.
Nobody could have told you anything.
Yep. I was busboy at the Nevada Palace.
Well, I'm going to blame Trump for my gambling because I used to go to his casinos all the time in Atlantic City. So I'm voting for you, Big D, but I'm going to blame you.
Yeah, I don't even know where it was in Atlantic City, but I lost $200.
Oh, that's like in the first hour for me.
Well,
That's
that's my limit. Yeah,
oh,
I'll have the 200, and then once that gone, I'm because way I do it. When we were down, we were I don't know if it's Mississippi or Louisiana that we went to casino. This been a while, so um, we went in there with $200, and I said that's all we're going to spend is the $200. And I said if we win anything, all that winnings goes in your purse. And I said we'll continue playing with what we got. And I ended up getting 500, and she got 700, and we spent the $200. So we came out ahead, paid for our trip down there and everything.
oh yeah. AC, they used to comp you big time. I mean, if you were there 5 or 6 hours, you had a room for the evening for free. Just you put your card into the top of the machine and you just keep accruing points and points and points, even if you're not winning. And that's their main goal: to keep you in the building.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's how the house wins.
So my buddy and his dad, uh, well, his dad's always been in the casinos and stuff, but they take a lot of trips down to Biloxi, Mississippi,
Oh yeah.
and I know he's lost some, but I know he's won a lot too. But they're always sending him these packages. Hey, come down here. They're giving him the works because yeah, they got to get him back in house. You know, yeah, we got the nicest suite. Everything's fully comped. Just make sure you bring all that money that you won from us last time again. We need to get some of that back, Mister Papa Giorgio.
Oh, why I'm thinking about it, guys. Um, let's switch I want to do like the fishing stuff.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, gets because I've had and I don't know how well they are because I haven't been into the fishing thing for a while, but one person that makes uh, and they are from China, so rubber worms and stuff, the weird
Right,
rubber worms, the big fat looking things.
right.
Um, Asked me if I want to do reviews and stuff, and I said sure,
Absolutely.
and maybe I can talk to them about giving them out for prizes and stuff. Never know.
Yep. The old rubber worm. I know Gary Yamamoto. He's got making gobs of money with his brand, but I think he lives here now. He was from Japan, and then the other brand is called Cream, Creme. They've been around for a long time. That makes the soft plastics.
Hey, Greg. Hey, Ruben. Good to see you.
Ruben D. Greg.
Good to see y'all.
Yeah, one of
You
them.
could do like fishing quizzes on here too, right?
I could probably figure something out like that. Yeah, I don't know if they have a quiz thing on here. Let me look real quick. Oops. They got polls, wheel of luck. Um, I don't see any quiz.
Or a game or whatever. I
Yeah.
remember. Oh gosh, I bet this was almost 2 years ago. Probably was 2 years ago, and it was during the day. And Monty was running or the full Monty, whatever.
Oh,
He was
Jeopardy thing.
doing a Jeopardy thing.
Yeah.
I got on there, and this really cool dude from England got on there, and some other cat, I forget his name,
I
and
remember that.
we just. Do you remember that? What?
Yeah, I remember that.
And it just it the laughter just it. I mean, we lost it, and all these people started coming in his life. It's like
Yeah, I
they came
remember
from everywhere.
Crazy did it a couple times.
Did we?
Yeah.
I used to love watching Jeopardy when old Alex Trebek was still on there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not the same. I don't
No.
I've
It's just like it's not the same without Bob Barker. You know,
yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
yeah.
there's
Now
never
no,
going to be a Johnny Carson ever. He was the king. You
Yeah.
no
know.
more Pat Sajak. He retired.
Yeah.
Who they got doing it now for that?
I think old Seacrest.
Oh wow.
Wonder what happened to Vanna. She must have left too, huh?
She's still there.
Oh
Is she
she?
really?
She's still there for now. Yeah, I want to say. I forget when the final episode aired on TV that featured Pat Sajak. I think it's been a little over a month now, maybe more.
Oh wow. Dang, that makes you really feel old. Vanna White's
What have we got date?
67 years old.
Who?
Wow, man,
Vanna White.
Oh
she's
She's
man.
been
yeah,
doing
she's
that her
born
whole
in
life.
1957. George Santo was her husband. He died in 2002.
Huh.
I
He
noticed that, Carol.
he looks familiar.
Those two are probably up to no good. I don't know. Got to watch them.
Who's that?
Grace and Dana B, my buddies.
Oh,
I'm going to hear about this one.
Hmm.
yeah. I didn't advertise or anything, so yeah, probably notifications didn't go out too much. That's why I thought it'd be a good idea to run that looped video over on the other channel and see what happened. Um,
Someone will get a hold of Grace or Dana.
yeah.
And then I'm really in deep duty.
Oh, dang, he was 77 years old when he died. Huh.
Who was that?
He was known for The Day After Tomorrow in Aquaman. Wait a minute. He if he died in 2002, how was he in Aquaman?
Who wasn't?
Yeah,
Who
Probably
are we referring
the
to?
original one, probably.
no, this is 2018.
Hmm.
Well, who's the actor?
George Santo Pireto.
Hmm.
Pireto.
Doesn't ring a bell.
He look he looks familiar though.
That
Yeah,
was Vanna's husband.
yeah.
Okay, I had to look
It
it up.
might have
Yeah,
been his son
could have been Junior.
because that's Nico Santo. Oh, it's he was a film producer and an ex-husband. Okay, so evidently she's not. So that's his spouse, but yeah, I don't know.
Could be a time traveler.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Remember, every. I mean, it would never fail every night. If I go stay with my grandparents on the weekend, every night. Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy came on at 7 o'clock and at 7:30. They were watching it.
Maybe they got divorced in 2002, but if you look at his, oh yeah, that's what it is. Okay, he didn't die then. Okay, he's married since then, so it could have been him in those movies.
Could be.
Uh, Day After Tomorrow and Aquaman and Interstellar.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, she was actually Vanna White was actually married to John Gibson, but he died in a small plane crash
Hmm.
before they married. Okay. Okay, they were engaged. Okay. Okay. Enough with that.
Man, yeah,
Oh, the
Vanna
other
White
channel
got
had
pretty deep quick.
notifications.
Yeah, right. It did.
Man, who is she really?
Really, we're into it. We're into a death spiral event.
Oh, Wheel of
Like
Misfortune.
one rabbit hole after the other.
Oh, oh, man.
She was born in South Carolina.
There you go.
Southern.
Yeah, the Low Country. Like it. It's a beautiful part of South Carolina. That's
My
right, because I
cousin,
remember as a kid, she did have those editions where she'd go back home. Yeah, they'd
yeah,
have filming episodes down there.
my cousin lives out on Pawleys Island out there.
Oh,
So
that's
that was
nice.
yeah. They got a lot more money than me though. I can't afford that place. I'm a city boy. You got to
Yeah,
drive through a gate just to get on the road that leads to your house. Then you got the coin.
yeah, you got the coin. Yeah,
You remember all them old the game shows back in the day? I
Sure.
don't think they have game shows except for The Price is Right and Wheel of Fortune and stuff.
it's silly stuff, like
I like the
that,
one with Monty Hall. What was that? Let's make a deal.
Oh yeah. Well,
Is that what it was?
they still have that show, but I forget what that comedian's name is.
um,
It's not as
Oh
good though.
no, I know who you're talking about. Um, something Brady is his last name.
Wayne Brady.
Wayne Brady. That's it.
Yep,
He's funny too.
All
yep.
right. The Now I type in game shows, and
Oh,
this
maybe it
what
is Jim
pops up:
Carrey.
top game shows, Squid Game, Wheel of Fortune, The Floor, whatever that is, Alone, Ink Masters, Family Feud,
huh?
Outlast, and Anonymous.
Huh.
Now we go down to popular game shows: The Price is Right, Family Feud, The Match Game. That dude with that long
Yeah,
microphone.
Gene Rayburn. Yeah, he was good.
Deal or No Deal, Wheel of
Yeah.
Fortune, Press Your Luck, The Floor, and America Says. And one of the funniest ones that I remember is the Newlywed Game.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
There's another Card Sharks,
Card Sharks.
What's My Line,
What was it? The pyramid game. What was that? They
Oh,
had the
$20,000 pyramid.
yeah, that one. Uh,
Chain Reactions, 25 Words or
I used to
Less,
like watching all those old game shows. Yeah, like that.
1%,
Richard,
Supermarket Sweep.
Richard Dawson with the Family Feud.
Yeah.
He was
Oh
on that.
yeah, he kissed everybody. Everybody's getting a kiss from him.
Yeah. Well, if you're a woman, yeah.
Yeah,
I still can't get past the fact he was Hogan's Heroes, let alone
Yeah.
the game show,
no, it's Family Feud, baby. But let's make a deal.
right?
Yeah.
Who
There,
wants to be a millionaire? Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
so I remember coming home from school, even, and there were game shows on.
Did used to like Who Likes to Be a Millionaire with Regis. I remember when it first came out.
Oh, really? We got a famous person here.
Yeah, Carl
Card
was on
Sharks.
Star Treks.
Oh wow, that's
Cool
cool.
beans.
Oh, you didn't make it to the TV part. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, well, you got farther than any of us did.
Yeah. I went to a thing in Columbus here for to be on um, the Alex Trebek guy.
Oh,
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy, yeah. Um, and I think I made it to 4 rounds or something like that, and I didn't want to go back again for the next batch of times because you had to you went up against two other people,
right.
and once you beat them, you had to go somebody else. And I did it like 3 times, and they said, "Well, you have to come back up again," and they gave me a certain date, and I said, "Oh, screw this." I thought, yeah, I was going to go in
Yeah,
and
you got to go through so many trials before you make it.
see
Yeah,
how smart you
Yeah,
was, and then
yeah, it's just like
go.
football. You got to make it to the playoffs.
that was, believe it or not, that was one of my dreams forever as a kid, dude. I said one day I'm gonna make it to Jeopardy. I always said I wanted to be on that show so bad,
You
but
probably did good. What?
Alex Trebek's gone. It wouldn't be the same, you know.
Wouldn't be the same.
Nah,
And all my categories came up. I was like, this is gonna be easy. And then I'm gonna get on TV and they're gonna stuff I don't even
yeah,
know about.
yeah.
They had one of the first things that popped up was Star Wars, and I was like, oh boy.
I liked it as a kid when they would have the teenage version of the Jeopardy. Remember that
Yeah,
or stuff like that. I'm like, oh heck yeah, it's definitely something I should know about. And some of them, like, who are these kids? How
and
do
the
I know this stuff? You know?
celebrities would go up there for charities and stuff.
Yeah, that was yeah. They added a little bit of humor to it. Yeah, I enjoyed that too. Someone would surprise you, be like, "Dang, I didn't know this person knew it." You know, they do know a little something.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're always thinking that it'd be my luck if I ever did finally make it and be on there. They'd hit me with every category that I never even thought existed. You
yeah.
know, French 1800 French tapestry. You know, who knows about this category? You know,
Uh-huh.
Right?
oh, dang, definitely should have studied that category. Or it's a sports category and it's just all like hockey, or something like. Dang, I don't know nothing about hockey really.
Yeah, probably wouldn't have been probably wouldn't have done too good on a hockey. Now, the older hockey stuff I'd probably know a little bit about, but there will probably be people don't even know who they were. Like nowadays, I don't know anybody. Um, I think it's been about 10 years since I followed hockey, and it was just Chicago Blackhawks.
The least likely state you would think that would have anything to do with hockey is dominating professional hockey. Now it's Florida. The last couple of
Yeah,
teams that won the Stanley Cup have came from Florida.
Yep.
You know,
My bolts.
we went and got all everybody else's renegades and just made them a championship team. We had a local hockey team here as a kid, and in the few games I went to, I enjoyed it. It was called the Augusta Lynx. Um, did good, but I guess they did too good. They moved the franchise somewhere,
huh?
Hmm.
but they're building this new. I know it's going to be a lot more when it's said and done, but they've already started on it. It's supposed to be this $500 million, half a billion with a B, entertainment complex where they could have concerts, all types of venues and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, yeah, okay. By the time it's said and done, I think they said it could open as early as late 2026 or as early as 2027. That could be done with construction.
Wow. Yeah, I moved from Phoenix, and then they got a NFL team. Like, oh man, I used to like going to the minor league baseball games. So
Still love it. I love it.
yeah,
Our local minor league baseball team is called the Augusta Green Jackets.
yeah. I went down to Cincinnati, and we went to a baseball game was my team was playing too. It was Chicago Cubs, and we were so far up there.
Mm.
I could see these little people running around down there on the field. Uh, it
Nosebleed.
just wasn't the same. I'm like, oh, I'd rather go to a minor league game.
Yeah, ain't a bad seat in the house on most of them now.
Yeah. Um, and at that time, it wasn't too bad. I think we paid $15 each, um, and that's when I used to game a lot. There used to be the servers that you could go on to, and it was Team Fortress Classic, and it was one side versus the other side, and you had to capture their flag. You had to go in their base, steal their flag, and bring it
Yeah,
back to your side.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
And the server was really popular, and I was one of the admins on the server. So every year, all the admins would meet in Cincinnati and just hang out for a couple days. We go out to eat, um, and the funniest thing is, and this was early 2000s. The funny thing was, actually, I think it might have been 99 or 1999 or around 2000. We went down there, and we actually got a babysitter. My wife went with us, and um, we went to B Dubs. I think it was B Dubs, to eat. And there we had this big table. There were probably about 25, 30 of us there. And we're sitting there eating and talking about the game and whatnot. And this funny moment about this or that. And we're talking about, because there's snipers in the game, and we would throw grenades and we would catch people on fire, and there are people around us in this restaurant eating, and you could see the fear in their eyes, trying to figure out what the heck was going on.
Hey, yeah.
And we'll be like, "Oh, I remember when I this one guy was coming across the balcony, and I shot him in the head, and this and that," and people would get up and move. And this was before on video games got popular. This is the early stages, and it was hilarious. And the manager came out and told us what kind of conversation you guys have, and we're having a lot of people come up complaining, and we told him what we are we're about and everything. We're a bunch of admins on a server, and because this place had a bunch of video games, and they had these one video games where you actually got inside of them, and it was like mechs where you would drive them around and you would battle against other people, and the one that whoever was the last one standing won, and you actually won money. And uh,
Mm.
I got stuck with one of the smallest mechs at the time. Everybody went for the big guys, and there was 14 on each side, so that these machines were all lined up. And once you went inside, you seen and you got to move around like you were inside the game. And everybody went and started battling in the middle. I ran over and hid behind some stuff until they started killing each other off, and I'm just sitting there like, chilling in the corner. And pretty soon, there was only like 3 or 4 people left, and I came out and just took them all out, and I ended up winning the $50. And at that time, $50 was a lot
A
of
lot
money.
of money.
Now,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there were uh, online tournaments. There was a lot of money in that. I remember when Counter Strike started and it was getting big. There was 100,000 per team uh,
Mm.
for prizes and stuff, and then you would split it 5 ways because that's what a team was for Counter Strike.
Ain't bad. 20 grand.
Yeah, and sponsors and stuff. You would make all kinds of because I had one of my biggest sponsors was Alienware
Oh
when they
yes.
were good.
Sponsors and then invites and qualify for other tournaments.
Yeah,
They want you to
I,
come back the next year.
yeah, went down to Columbus for a LAN party one time, and we were supposed to be playing Day of Defeat 2, uh, um, and we were having tournaments and stuff. And I had got because I was a beta tester for a new game that was called Day of Defeat. It was World War II, um, American versus Germany,
Oh,
and um,
that was a good one.
I was a beta tester for that. And I went and shared it with the people who were there. Everybody stopped playing the game that we were there to play, and everybody was playing this one. And um, the guy who owned the game and built it and everything um, was pissed that I shared the files and stuff. And this at this LAN party, it was broadcasted like we are now, but at this time, uh, online gaming was really big. So I sent him back a link of the live that we were supposed to be playing the one game, and I said we're playing your game right now, and he said who, and he went there and watched it and seen that we had hundreds of thousands of people watching, and the, me passing that thing out during that is what made that game so popular because at the time there was maybe 20 people that played it, and after that there was thousands. It they went to go download it after they watched us on this live, and it shut down the website. It was so there's so many people wanting to play it, and of course I didn't get no money for it.
It's crazy how big the whole gaming in itself and the whole gaming community's advanced so much and so
Oh yeah.
fast. And just that one little community, you know.
Hmm. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. It's almost 2 hours.
Oh, that went quick.
Yeah, I wanted to get on and test those
Sure.
couple things out. The poll thing that
Hmm.
worked pretty good. It'd be nice if it had like a percentage or
Like a pie.
like how many votes each one of them got, but I guess that works. Uh, but other than that, um, we'll have to see how things go Friday if I'm going to go live Friday or not because I'm still. It'll be a week since I got in trouble, so I should be good, but
Right.
I have to be very careful.
10-4.
Roger that.
Oh
But thanks
dang.
everybody for hanging out. Let me go check see if there's anybody live right now. I don't think so. No. There's all about biology, and yeah, that's about it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess Wednesday is not such a popular night for everybody.
No.
Oh,
But
start of the week.
Tomorrow night won't be because if they're giving out candy, it's gonna,
oh yeah.
you know,
Well, we never have Halloween on Halloween here.
no,
No, I've lived here for uh, over 20 years and never had a Halloween on Halloween. They always have it before or after. Don't
really,
know why. Same thing with 4th of July.
that's weird.
Yeah. Like it,
Oh,
we go to Columbus, they mostly have it on there.
Hmm. B, yes. That's the witty bee.
Yeah, I can well, I'm live right now over there, but like I said, I can go live. It's just when something big like that happens, you want to
Yeah,
ease your way into it. You don't want to continue what you're doing. And when I do news and stuff, I can't play videos anymore because that's how they know how they're going to shut me down. But I will, like I said, we'll see about Friday. I don't know. If you see me, I'll be live. If not, I'll start back up next week.
cool.
But
Alrighty.
everybody have a good night.
Yeah,
God
good night,
bless.
everyone.